Military service is a very serious obligation in South Korea. Every man between the ages of 18 and 28 must undergo military service for a minimum of 18 months. This policy is not just a ritual or tradition, but a deep strategic necessity related to military threats from neighboring countries, especially North Korea. The country's historical and political background provides further insight into why South Korea maintains this military obligation to this day. In general, South Korea has a tense relationship with North Korea. The growing threat from North Korea makes the country's security a top priority. Therefore, having a trained and combat-ready military force is very important. In addition, compulsory military service is considered a means of building human resource resilience for the country's long-term defense. Every man who is subject to compulsory military service in South Korea is not only physically trained, but also faced with mental challenges that shape their character as responsible citizens. This makes it clear that compulsory military service also aims to foster integrity and a sense of unity within South Korean society. In the past, military service in South Korea began during the Goryeo dynasty. At that time, the country had implemented a simpler compulsory military service system in which every man was required to participate in maintaining the security of the country. However, with the passage of time and the increasingly complex political situation on the Korean peninsula, this military obligation became more pronounced. The implementation of modern compulsory military service began after the Korean War, 1950 to 1953, which ended with an armistice, but not with permanent peace between South Korea and North Korea. After that, South Korea adopted a more structured compulsory military service policy to defend the country from potential threats from North Korea. This created a system in which every man, without exception, must undergo military training as part of his civic duty. One of the main reasons South Korea still maintains compulsory military service is the constant threat from North Korea. Security in the region remains a top priority, and compulsory military service is considered the most effective way to maintain the stability of the country. However, compulsory military service does not only serve to strengthen the country's military power. Compulsory military service in South Korea has a deeper meaning. In addition to teaching combat skills, military training also includes education on discipline, responsibility, and teamwork. This is believed to shape the strong character that is needed in social and national life.